10 seconds to pick.
Well, EG are going to need someone to hit towers, someone to hit buildings, maybe even consider Roshan contesting. Roshan's not the biggest key value target or objective in this game, but I would really feel like you need that kind of tempo maker. You have, if Konk is played as a 3, you would have the Konka Rubik set up the pace. You have Bane to help you out already during the laning stage to enable these heroes to start taking over map control and start pressuring on your opponent. But you definitely need someone to start focusing on just crumbling down all those towers, someone to put in the front line, someone to protect. Maybe even if you have that snowballer type of hero who can just run at them, you have the great follow-up, as Konka's got a lot of cast range, helping and enabling through that. You have the Rubik, who's usually playing very aggressively. You could do that as well and just have a lot of heroes to throw at your opponents when you're trying to look for early aggression. EG definitely taking their time with 45 seconds still up with their drafting time.
Yep. They have definitely picked a liking before in this position. It's not great into the Winter Wyvern, but it's only one ultimate that you have to worry about. And I don't see how it's going to have, for example, any trouble in lane here.
Well, it's a bit of control. I don't know, man.
And not a right clicker. They might just try to get this through without picking any form of, let's call it, scaling right click carry. We have been playing quite a lot of those lineups before. You could go for a bristleback, for example, too, on your last pick, and just have an entire lineup that mostly deals this sustained damage throughout the lockdown. And there is an Ursa warrior. I told you that this team likes to run at stuff and kill it. Now we find out what kind of Ursa build RDO is going to go for. Is it going to be the Battle Fury? Or are we going to see a much more standard run-at-you basher type of Ursa?
I'm kind of missing the Ursa build with Diffusal Blade and either slash drums into Sanjin Yasha. Kind of miss that. Or just go Diffusal Basher, like right away, just build into an Abyssal Blade. Because the Diffusal Blade just amps up this hero so much, but I don't see it being built that often, except by a few exceptions in the EU region who like to play with the Diffusal Ursa build, but that's usually if you play it through mid, because it allows you to set up the tempo. If this is a safe lane Ursa, you probably wouldn't go for that. You might be looking at another Battle Fury Ursa, which is the meta right now. It's been around China for like the last month already, so people have definitely been doing this for quite some time. It's no surprise. But it does also kind of go down to what is EG's last pick going to be, because that's also going to affect Ursa's building here. His item build, that is. If they go late game, they need to match up.
This is a support quad.
A support? Are you really?
Well, yeah, they just banned out the DK.
All right.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. Could be a debate. Can't ban anything until they just ban something. I don't know. I don't think Fly would fall into that. PL ban does make a lot of sense, though.
Yep. A Winter Wyvern and a Co-op can only hold off a PL for so long, especially if the Co-op is a support.
And Ursa can't deal with that. I mean, they're running too low on a timer if they would go against that.
Here we get the reveal, though. Is this Hiko?
10 seconds to pick.
We have a little bit more time.
5
Let's see.
seconds. Hurry.
They have otherwise been playing a lot of Jakiro. As well as some Pango. Don't really see the Pango working out too well in this game. You don't pick the Pango into Puck. But
it's not
Jakiro
the best.
Could be a pretty sweet.
It's not the best, but you need either the Co-op as a core with an Orchid to jump in the backline, locate the Bane. You need something to like have another hero prioritize the backline, focus on the supports. Razor will easily finish off the job with just running at them, enabling the Wyvern and Co-op to get into better positions. Same thing with the Centaur. Not an easy Bane game, I have to say.
It's not. And this does mean that EG is right. That's a support co-op.
We'll see that in just a second if that is really the case here. Because it might just be. Gonna be a Naga last pick from EG.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's the next best thing, really. This race is going to go up against the Kunkka. Kunkka is going to have a bit of a rough time, although he shouldn't actually die in that lane. And I just really enjoy that Razor pickup because one of the biggest lane counters to Razor is the Quap, but that hero is already on the table. So you can freely pick the Razor, and we are going to get the special treat of Arthur Naga Siren.
Yeah, that came in a very interesting accent out there, Kips. You've been
I may
hanging
be
out
a bit close to the border.
Yeah, you've been hanging out too long in Finland. We're both located here in the same country, so yeah, it's close to 1 a.m. right now where we're at. We're going to be doing this all the way to like 6 to 7 a.m. And yeah, we definitely live next to the border. So yeah, Arthur Naga, what kind of emotions does that awaken in you, Kips? Anything? Nothing?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy, and this is something from like ye olden days, of course, but I really enjoy seeing players rock their own item set that was made for them. And the Arthur Naga set is just such a stylish piece of equipment. And
It is. It is.
It just brings me joy to see, you know, a legendary player on a hero that he put his name on, both, you know, as in reputation as well as, you know, in the game, because it's right there. He's wearing it. That's the RTZ set.
Yeah, I mean, RTZ definitely signed up for the beauty contest in this one, so it's, you know, you still got to win the game to look even better. But yeah, you said support Quap, we're going to get one. How do you feel who's going to be taking game 1 in this series?
So, as my my good friend Galv always says, Naga is not a game-ending hero, but if you... how do I put this politely? If you feel that it is a game-ending hero, you're going to let her win the game. What she does is she takes over the map, and she farms, and she pressures you, and she tries to make you make mistakes. She can go a more fighting-oriented build. It was very popular, I think about a year ago. You go diffusal into just a bunch of butterflies, and you mow people down. But I don't think that that's a build that I've seen anyone go lately. The point is that she doesn't really take your high ground. She doesn't really end things. The damage it's got to come from other people. So we're going to have to look at Ryoya for that.
How do you think about this Bane cheese taunt? Sorry for cutting you off there for a second. But
I think it's more questionable than the Ember Hot Eats taunt, and that's saying something.
I think it has a bit of elegance, the Bane. You know,
are we doing that accent now?
no, that was probably one of my worst.
Parlez-vous français, monsieur?
No, je parle no français. That's not my language, though. I did live in Belgium for 3 years. That's probably the reason why I overall have some sort of an accent when it comes to English language. But you know, it's not easy as a Finn. Everybody hates us. The chat's gonna hate me for not having emotion. I remember hearing that a lot. That you don't have enough emotion. Like, yeah, I'm Finnish. You know, it's not an excuse, is it? It's just not gonna work out. And yeah,
it's kind of hard to have emotions in between all of the snow and the saunas, and then the Russians and the Swedes.
Oh yeah, it is.
Looking at your country like it's a delicious piece of cake.
There's a lot of things to think about when it comes to where we're located. On the positive side, you're going to get bullied by mosquitoes. I'm not, because I'm living in the middle of town. So, aggro tri-lane in for Midas Club here. We've got the Quap Ursa Wyvern. And
on to Ryoya, who is with that Naga pickup now, has the space to definitely dodge that Razor matchup, because that was not going to be fun no matter how much he would have tried.
And also goodbye Sexy Fat's Courier will be picked up by Fly. It's a bit of extra economy flowing in the favor of EG. Ike already
And I,
dropped
I
to half
do want
HP.
to point out for anyone who might have missed it that it's Kitrak playing on the pos. Well, let's call it 4 right now because Crit is offlaning.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden I'm back in, for goodness
Yeah,
sake.
let him do that. I think putting up the puck here is an alright pickup for going up against the Centaur. I almost feel like if they get their item timings right, this could make a lot of sense having the puck being played as a 3 for now. It's kind of like, you know, you're picking it as a support, but you're still rolling it as a core role because it fits the game so well.
It does, and these coils of his are going to pretty much coincide with moments where RDO would like to go, and Ursa is just not happy having to snap a coil in order to get his fuzzy ass on top of some people.
Yep. I totally agree on. It's going to be very tied up here between these two. Naga versus Razor. I think Razor might have a tiny advantage, but Naga's still going to farm faster if she just gets the time and space to do so.
It's more about the map control than her farming speed, honestly. Razor also farms
Yeah, they
very
both
fast.
kind of go hand to hand. And Hiko actually finds 2 couriers for himself. Does he get another right click? Oh, 1 hit away. And there we go.
Will.
So you're going to trade not even your life. Just going to blink out, snipe out Rioria's and Kitrak's couriers away.
That's so much money for the supports. Look at that. Duster can almost afford boots in 4 or 5 minutes. That's insane.
A very big difference here. Midas Club also snatch a very, very tiny net worth lead in terms of that, but EG, they're farming up decently well in each lane. Kunkka falling off just slightly.
Reason, by the way, why this is a big win is since the Queen of Pain with that dagger is really big on trading HP, the fact that they can't fly in more regen right now is extremely annoying to the Radiant. So they gotta stay back even further from this Queen of Pain right now, who definitely can fly in more regen if she wants to.
Yep. Looking for Kitrak. Pinging him out. Fly is also here now, so trying to harass the Ursa a little bit. 8 bolt, dropping Ursa's right click damage to 31. They're getting a nice amount of harass onto this Rubik though, and they might just find themselves a kill in this. Will get the chance to back out. Fly, keeping up the pressure. Out of mana though. Does have enough if he uses his stick to pop the Nightmare, not needed. Torrent to keep a bit of extra distance. Regen's burning up as well. No kill opportunities just quite yet, but a bit of harassment. And Kitrak also sees the opportunity to put a bit of pressure here in mid. Gets the action rune rotating straight towards bottom, but Fly is in big trouble. Nightmare dropped up. Eco. 50 HP on the Bane. Not going to be enough with the dagger only ticking for 20 damage. And here comes the Kunkka. Seeking for a bit of vengeance here. And Duster very low on HP. And that is first blood indeed. Let's go straight into the hands of the Rubik.
What is this? I came here to be tested.
And by the way, here we already see the big difference between the Naga Siren and the Razor is that he just can't kill the wave as fast as she can. So she's already farming up some neutrals with these illusions.
Alright,
Side
okay.
camp as well.
Courier number 3 and a kill on top of that. So Hiko does find himself a kill. But, you know, that's another courier kill for him. Bounties, however, are looking to go almost all of them. Make it a sweet, sweet quad rune. If RTZ wants to pick up that one more bounty remaining on the map. So that's a lot of money for EG.
And that's what you get when your entire lineup is just naturally extremely good at pushing out waves. It gets very easy to have some space to move around into the darkness where the creep waves can't see.
Kunkka getting
They
slowed
can't
up.
leave Hirioya alone for long.
Yeah, they can't. That's one thing with having a tri-lane. He does have the advantage of the wave being pushed out right in front of his tier 1 tower, so he gets to farm the creep wave. And this is going to force some movements here from Midas Club that they can't really just stick around for too long. They're sapping out the XP. They're allowing the Kunkka to get back into.
Yeah, hey. Guess what? Your courier might be dead, but Hirioya has X-Mark and a base TP. So Kid Rex still got his Franco boots.
Yep.
Meantime, Arteezy is actually diving Murdoch really far.
Yep, cutting the wave. Just Naga doing Naga things at this point. Still 7 seconds for more illusions to be up. Fly is right next to him too. Gonna be a tough one if they want to try to kill this Razor. You know, Razor, one of the tankier mid laners. Go up against Kitrak in a bit of trouble here with the blink coming in from the Quap. Torrent will connect, and who's gonna get the kill first? Will be the Rubik falling. Oh yeah, gonna find a little bit of response here on this Quap. Dropping very low, and the Ursa's coming in as well. Tidebringer used up. Salve will come out. Fly will now finally rotate into the assistance, and here comes some of the illusions from the Naga, and make that a double kill for Fly. RDO trying to make a run for it, but there's the Puck ulti. This is exactly what you want from your Puck. So Crit's been doing the work given by the gods, and make that EG taking 3 kills for themselves with the Puck rotating in. Naga illusions coming in to help with the fight, and Fly coming in at the opportune moment to help out.
Oh man, well at least Hiko could have lived there, because they had a ward over here on the side. He could have just seen Fly walk in and get that blink off before he gets his brain sapped out, but no such thing.
Meanwhile,
And
Centaur's,
Centaur's
Centaur's got a Vanguard.
Well, that's all nice and good, but I don't think he's getting any visitors anytime soon.
Yep. Enjoying his time, like, you know, having the time of his life right now, just farming up, getting himself into a very tanky boy. Needs to have the XP for the Stampede to be up. Level 7, small cooldown. Very tempting dive here from EG, and looking for the Ursa. Do they have the damage output to take down RDO, though? Trying to chase him inside the tree line. Will make his way out. Fly also TP's away, but a lot of space is being created by these two boys here, because Murdoch also TP'd in with a Razor, not finding any kills for himself, and well, Eco could have maybe found the Kunkka, but decided to turn around like, nope, there's no one here.
But they can't know that his TP's on
And now
CD.
Crit maybe wants to do something here. And this is the casual. Item drops on the ground and forced to do some action. Crit doing a lot of damage here onto the Midas Club lineup here. And Duster will get... He's on the edge of that Puck ulti connecting, and he will pop the leash and die with it.
Great play from Crit here. He has found kills with both of his first Dream Calls right now.
Yep.
And that's what I mean by it's good that Sexy Fat's tanky, but he's not making anything happen right now. Even his pressure on the top lane is just him dragging creeps under the tower. I do see where he's going with this. I can see how this Radiant lineup runs out of damage in the short term, and then in the very late game as well. But right now you are the most farmed hero on your lineup, and you're not doing anything with that net worth.
Well, not for now. They have themselves some really good setups. They just need to get this Ursa XP'd up, and now Kunk is 2 levels ahead of the Ursa as well. They're just going to keep bullying this guy. We'll try and turn around on the Kunkka, though. The boat will come in. Debuff will be given there.
There's
looking
Sexy
for
Fat.
Kunkka. There should be it. There's the Centaur coming in, and we'll take down the Kunkka. They do use quite a lot on it, but it's still opening up the lane for the Ursa. Ursa's going to hit level 6 as well from this. And a little bit of a contest going in here with the bottom outpost. But no Stampede to run in, so Midas Club really don't have that many tools. Well, he's got a Vanguard. He's just going to tank the front line and try and bait some moves. Really good lift coming in. Hiko dropping low. Here comes the burst damage. Just evaporated and deleted right away. And Arteezy, 75 last hits on this Naga. 4,600 net worth right now. Looking pretty good.
Yep. And they go for the bottom outpost because Sexy Fat is at bot. They have no option to go for the top outpost, which was controlled by Crit. Unfortunately, they get neither, so that's free experience for EG. And so much delay on the level 6s for these supports of Midas mode when it's really important for them, especially Duster.
And Centaur taking a nice amount of harass here, but there's no assistance just quite yet. Coming in for EG, so they're just gonna leave him be. While Crit 200 gold away from the Blink Dagger, so that's definitely going to be a time for EG to try and go up for a smoke and try and look for some opportunity kills here. Naga also just finished off the Yasha. We're going to see a little bit of a ramp up here in EG's gameplay. And Midas already want to take the fight, but they're just not getting the info.
Being so underleveled, They can't really do anything about Arteezy pushing this mid lane. Look at that. They bring in Sexy Fat, but he's actually very low. Duster.
And there we go. Fiend scrapes straight onto the Centaur. Do they have the damage though? Very hard to take down with the heals coming in from the Wyvern as well. And there we have it. Sexy Fat will finally fall. Arteezy trying to make it out with 400 HP. And here come the rest of the EG lineup as well. Trying to look for the Razor. Nice ultimate coming from Crit, connecting onto 2. And Duster's there with him. And Murdoch will finally eventually try and he will try and fight it against Kit Track. But that Pulse Nova's too much to deal with. That will also mean the Wyvern going down. A double kill here. Picked up by Arteezy. Make it a 4th kill maybe even. With the Quap going down to Ryoya. 12-3 and a 5k lead for EG. They're just toying with Midas Club right now.
Yikes. That's what I have to say about it. And this has all 3 lanes lost for Midas Club. And unlike the previous game that we just saw, there is no hero with a farming steroid that's going to take over. The only option is to actually get the Battle Fury on this Ursa, but compared to the PA from the previous game, he is so far away from it. And he's dealing with just the same amount of space.
Yeah.
It's just his triangle for now.
What do Midas Club need to do in the coming minutes? Their Ursa's underleveled. Their Razor's really been shut down early on, so there's not much tempo to be available here from Midas Club, but they are gonna get stomped very soon if they don't make things happen. So what are the things they need to do right now?
Meet their 6s immediately. Like, Hiko's gonna get it on bot lane. I would have liked to see Duster go to top to get it, but that's Ursa's lane right now. He could still just sit behind the Ursa. Get it. If they get some good ultimates off, there is pretty good basis for a team fight, especially because you can also link up the target of the Winter's Curse, get a lot of damage out of it on the Razor, and then of course the Quap damage over the top can do a lot of work. I imagine though that one of the more important things about it is going to actually be clearing Arteezy's illusions. They are pretty tanky for this time in the game already, and if he doesn't clear them, he's just going to die to them.
Yeah, they're going to catch. He does get his ulti off just before, but still that heavy burst damage kicking in, and they just blow him up before they give him any opportunity. Same thing with the Razor, just can't really intervene. Now they're... Oh, okay. Interesting move there. Crit with a little bit of a bait going on. But Midas Club will get themselves into safe distance, keep themselves away from evil geniuses. Still trying to look for something. And it's actually intriguing here that Kit Track's actually been holding on to his Pulse Nova for who knows how long. Field. Plasma Field, sorry, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. It's probably the strongest spell that he can steal in the game right now. The amount of burst damage that he has with the Fate Bolt and the Plasma Field combined is pretty insane. And remember that with the lift, he also gets to keep people at max distance.
Yep. Arteezy's not afraid at all. He's just farming inside the Midas Club sided Dire Triangle, and they're just going to corner this Quap into the tree, right next to the cliff here. Still has a blink available, comes with a Stampede. Really good jump in fight crit and a lot of damage on the song from Naga. Okay, well, they overlap 2 ultis, but I guess they can still pull it off. Ryoya coming in with a boat, connecting onto 2, and they'll just blow up Sexy Fat here. He's still sitting at half HP, waiting for the stun, baiting it out, finally gets it off as well. Murdoch just being chased out, and they're trying to run away from this one right now. They know that everything has been spent at this point, and that's all that they really do. No Quap up. Quap will respawn now. But they didn't even get the opportunity to use her ultimate in that previous engagement. Now Crit baiting out, getting info. A lot of damage here onto Murdoch, trying to go for the kill here. Might just be enough with the right clicks. Crit will take him down. And Razor has no hope of getting back home. Duster still level 5 on the Wyvern.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If Duster has a level 6 on that fight, it's totally different. But that's why Arteezy take it. Duster still does not have the experience, and as long as no EG heroes go down, he won't have that 6 during the fight either. I was going to say Arteezy's. To me, EG is all Arteezy's. All the way down.
RGZ's. 16-3 with a 10k lead, and it's the RGZ's leading with a very fair mile against Midas Club, and they are really feeling the pressure. Not the place to be.
Poor boy.
Quap 4, not very convincing right now, is it, Kips?
No, but The purpose was to shift it away from a core anyway, just because the Quap really does not play well into a Puck-Bane combination anyway. And that's what he's been suffering from. That said, now it's Murdoch suffering from the Puck-Bane combination. They have another Dream Coil as well.
Yep, they will take down Murdoch, and now they're coming in for more kills as Ryoya still being baited under the tower. And they're going to go for a turnaround. You see the supports are coming in from the back, and they realize that this is a mess that we've got into. We don't want to fight this right now. We've used everything. And Duster in the middle. Ryoya just dishing out hits. Kit Track will blow him up. Fly is tanking their attention. Really nice torrent coming in as well from Ryoya. The Quap ulti will not connect on Bane, but it will finally get the screen to do a lot of damage onto that. But they will still lose everything, and Kit Track will take a triple kill with the Rubik. Now hunting down for the Quap as well, but they don't see where she went. But then again, still, that was so timed by EG. They got their kill on the Razor, and then they just showed up right behind. And I think Midas Club should have seen that coming.
Hard to see it though.
And they find him as well. 10 seconds, no blink, you're dead. That's a dead Quap right there. Kit Track, if you scored a triple, you could call that an ultra kill on your support, Rubik.
Having the time of his life. And I just gotta commend Arteezy as well for the way that he's been playing this. He's been playing so far forward since the millisecond that he could. Every time he got just a bit tankier, he just moved a little bit forward. And now there is zero space for Midas Club. They have to fight.
They have cliff vision, but they're going to walk right in. RDO in really big trouble with Ursa. Just going to get blown up like the time before, but a really good Winter's Curse coming in, keeping them in place for now. The stun will follow up as well from Sexy Fat, and a stolen ulti by Rubik straight on top of Duster. And he gets to taste his own medicine here as well as Ryoya should be able to finish off it, but Crit will intervene to go for the kill. Here comes the no. He got a 4-man song as well. Arteezy caught the entire Midas Club roster, and they're falling down one by one. 3 heroes down, make it a 4th one as Sexy Fat has nowhere to run to, and EG are dominating this one. No prisoners and no quarter. GG is called, and EG take game 1 in 18 minutes.
I could have seen that one being called way earlier, honestly.
Potentially, and a classic Battle Pass related game crash as well. That's a big oof.
That's just the game client's way of sending, and me too.
Well, all I can say is that it's not the first time. I mean, it wouldn't be a BTS Pro Series without a crash, wouldn't it? Let's see if I can even get the ending statistics out, but yeah. What went down with that one? All right, well, we don't really have that available for you guys, so very, very sorry about the ending statistics being missing there.
I mean, it sort of looks like a ski ramp, except upwards, and it's EG's net worth. There's really not much to be said about this game at all. Ursa only had a perseverance at the end. That's all you need to know.
Well, that will be game 1 going down, so as we don't have that much to talk about this, we'll wrap it up and see what's going to happen in game 2 after the commercial break. So don't disappear anywhere. We'll be back with some more Dota action coming in with EG versus Midas Club in game 2.